Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Truth, Tall Tales, and Whiskey. We got Mr. Mike Randall out here tonight. How you doing, Bubba?
Feeling good, boys. How about y'all?
Feeling great, man. You came out here looking like a great value Cody Jinks, and you played some beautiful fucking music.
Shots fired right off the bat.
Right off the bat. That's all right.
Oh, you've made enough Morgan Wallen jokes towards me.
Well, you've been throwing some stools here and there, but that's all right.
You almost threw that chair out the door earlier.
Not just in looks, but in actions as well.
We've been ripping each other, Morgan Wallen, Jody Kinks. You're given the gifts you're given by God, and that's just the way it goes, man. You know.
Oh yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But how you doing tonight, bub?
Doing all right, man.
Yes, sir.
Doing all right.
Where are you from?
Man, I was born in Plano, Texas, a long time ago, back in 1984, back when it was a little bit different. But yeah, I'm not
a little bit.
Yeah, it's not the heroin capital of America anymore.
Was it ever?
Absolutely, man. In the '90s, yeah, it was.
Was it?
That was a whole thing, yeah.
For sure.
And now you're doing a podcast and right next to Quinlan, the meth capital of the world.
There you go, man.
It's
there
wild.
you go.
Corey, don't you live in Quinlan?
We're right outside of
Allegedly.
Quinlan.
Oh, you're good.
I grew up in Allen, though, so I was born in Plano. We lived in McKinney for a long time and then moved to Allen I'm not exactly sure what age, but at some point we moved to Allen.
I used to go to the skate park in Allen all the time.
Yeah, man.
That's just badass.
Yeah, over by the train tracks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But, all right, so you came out here because obviously, just like a lot of other people that come out here, you know Mr. Brandon Callies.
Who doesn't know Brandon Callies?
Yeah, no shit.
I like that. That makes me feel good.
Shut up. So how'd you get to know each other?
Man, just playing in the music scene, really.
He's a whore.
It was that, but I mean, I was familiar, and that's what, I mean, I guess it's a good time to say. I was familiar with Mike prior to him knowing who I was, and I randomly saw you at that place, Luck, and they've shut down.
Oh, that's over in Oak Cliff.
Yeah, and they were having like an all-day festival or
Yeah,
something,
that's
music
right.
all day, and I had never seen them before. I showed up early, and y'all were playing right before we were playing.
I vaguely remember this now. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like a super hot day. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
And it was a weird day for me because I was at a camp out the night before, and my buddy was cooking jalapenos on a grill, on a smoker or whatever, and I don't know what happened, but like I was just checking, the food on the grill, and I opened it up, but I opened it up over the top of it, my eyes open, and so I got jalapeno in my eyes, so I had to operate
Okay.
at that festival.
Yeah. With your eyes all swollen up.
Yes, and all funky. But
I'd cry if I smelled
I was
bacon
fixing to say,
and
did you
couldn't
cry?
eat it too.
Everybody asks, why are you crying?
See, it's like
What
jalapeno
happened?
steam burned your eyeball.
yeah, it was
Wow.
terrible.
He
Terrible.
smelled bacon and couldn't have it.
So for the
That's when he finally decided to be a vegetarian.
Oh, man.
I am a vegetarian. But so for most of the day, I was kind of sitting over in the corner, just like with my eyes shut, just trying to but I heard y'all playing and I was like, man, this is really, really good, and went out and watched the set. And so that's the first time I was introduced to you and went and checked out your music. So you'd been on my radar for a minute. And then, of course, I want to say it was probably Andrew that was the facilitation between you and I actually.
Yeah, and I was familiar with your music as well. Had seen you a couple times, but hadn't met you. And I think maybe Andrew Peterson was the middleman there at some point. Yeah,
It's like a Hallmark movie story.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's beautiful.
thanks, Morgan.
And now he's
Appreciate
here.
that.
Fuck you.
Now Brandon invited you to the woods to kill you.
Hey, man, I've lived a pretty good life, man. If I go at any point,
It's
I'm
your time,
happy,
it's
man.
your time.
That's a good attitude. I walked up to your truck. You didn't even seem nervous. You weren't. Usually people are like, "Where am I?"
We brought you to meet Martin, the
man.
final
Well,
boss.
Well,
So,
he'd already
you
had
know-
he'd already had some random guy come up to him at the gas station. So
That was true. Yeah. That's
it's already
That's how
accustomed.
that's how you and I were introduced. Was randomly at the gas station. Yeah, you knew who I was, but
I saw you. It's like, let's go. We're interviewing tonight.
yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to him.
I thought maybe
Then it
that
got
was
weird.
like the polite way of being like, you ain't from here, boy. What are you doing out here?
Yeah. Hey, Hollywood, where you going? To
Yeah,
interview at?
exactly. What are you doing with all them chains around your neck, boy?
He practiced that coming down the driveway.
That's awesome.
Y'all show up and I'm just fishing.
No, man, that was really cool actually, driving out here and pulling up, and there's like this picturesque pond back here and all these trees, and I was like, all right. And you literally go down a back road to get here, and then you get on a dirt road to get here, right?
Yeah.
So you're not just talking about dirt road, like this is dirt road country, you know. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's like authentic, you know. We're not sitting in a studio, you know, in some big city somewhere. We actually, you know, drove past a couple Chainsaw Massacre houses, and here we are, man.
And that's a great
Here we
thing.
are.
But somebody like you is going to be like, oh, yeah, cool, let's do it. Like, I've lived a great life. But the problem is we've had a few female artists out here that have to bring boyfriends or bring, you know, band members.
We get it.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, that's a fair
5,
point,
6,
man.
7 dudes.
You know, like I can't honestly. I mean, I've got a daughter, and I can't imagine being a female in this world, man. Like, just the everyday reality that they live through it's got to be a trip. You know what I mean? Like, if you sit back and think about it, that's got to be quite an existence, you know.
Yeah, and then pick up a little bit of traction, and then a bunch of dudes invite you out to the woods to do an interview.
Yeah, and they invited
on
you
a Monday night
from Instagram, you know. And well, what do you do, you know?
But the one thing I think that's the saving grace that most people have said when they come out here, they were like, well, we've like watched the podcast, so we know it's a real thing. You know what I mean?
That's good. That's good for sure.
And if you pull up like this time of year, you pull up to the time that we say to come out here for the interview, and it's still light outside. You see the beautiful pond, and you're like, oh, this is a really nice place. Wintertime area, it's like pitch black out here. And you're like, where the fuck am I going?
Yeah.
It's a little sketchy.
Yeah, I feel that.
We
for sure.
got to release some videos. Like, shout out to the survivors.
Right? Damn it. I hate it when he's got a good one. I don't like to give him that.
That was a
because
good one.
It was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I want to talk about Bakersfield, Texas, man, because
All right,
that is my favorite record still. And I mean, I love the stuff that you put out, but that record to me, and you played one of the songs off that record tonight. Just kind of where that came from, you know, maybe the process of making that record.
Yeah, man. So that was my first full-length country release that I put out, and really, man, I just kind of wanted to tell a story and kind of take people through a journey of heartbreak, you know, and then love, and then like fun, and then sadness, and then like just kind of tell a whole story of life. And so I started writing songs, and before I knew it, I had way more songs than I needed for a record. And I was like, man, these should go on a record. They flow so well together, and it just had this theme, this nostalgic theme to it, you know. And so really, you know, like I always believe that you just walk through doors that open for you, you know, like if you're trying to slam on doors that aren't opening, you probably shouldn't walk through that one, you know, even if it does open, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, right.
the doors that open for you are meant for you. And so like it all just kind of came together really well. The Deering family was working at Acoustic Kitchen at the time. They were running it, and it was this Charlie Pride's old studio here in Dallas, and really, really cool studio, man. Like, I mean, from the control room to the isolation booths to everything, it was just, you know, the decor, there's stone walls, you know, it's just so cool. And I just, you know, we just took the opportunity to just dig in and really just make the record we wanted to make, you know, and make it authentic, you know, make it real.
Yeah.
And take the time to do it, you know, rather than just throw it together. And ironically, that's probably the fastest record that I've ever made, was that record. But yeah, man, that was it, you know. It was just kind of taking people on a journey. And when it all came together, you know, after working really closely with the Deerings, with Scarlett and Milo, who are just so fun to work with, and Scarlett's become a great friend of mine. Milo's Milo, you know. If you've lived and you have
It's like
ear,
the coolest dude can
well,
do
yeah,
anything.
Yeah, but if you've lived and you have ears, you've probably heard something Milo's
Yeah.
played on or made himself, you know. And so it's like it was such an honor to sit there and make something with him, you know. And then we sent it to Taylor Tatch down in near Austin, and he kind of put his little touch on it, kind of crisped it up a little bit, you know. And man, then we put it on vinyl, and then it's you know, it's been a great experience. You know, it's still, like you said, I mean, I've released music since then, and but that one's still special, you know, for sure.
I have that record, like the actual vinyl.
Yeah, man.
I got it from you. I bought it from you at the Rustic. At the
How-
time, it was the last one. It might have just been the last one you had on you.
Yeah, no, I've got
awesome.
boxes and boxes of them.
He actually tells everybody this is the last one.
You're in luck.
No, yeah, like, man, you're so lucky. This is the last one.
How rewarding was that though? Because not everybody can say they've had their stuff on vinyl.
Man, it's
It's a process nowadays.
it's
I
a,
love
it's
the
a long
tangible
it's a
stuff.
long process for sure. But you know, it was an expensive process, you know. Like
Yeah.
that record was not fully self-funded, but partly crowd-funded as well. And so like it took a lot of people to make all that happen, you know. And so that itself was rewarding, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like people that believed in you and what you're trying to do. They, you know, I mean, making a record's super expensive by itself, and that's just if you just have the audio files, you know. Yeah. So if you know, and nobody listens to CDs anymore, so like those are cheap to make, but to put it on vinyl, like it takes an investment, you know, to get that done. So, but yeah, honestly, it was always a goal to put a record on vinyl, you know, to put an album on vinyl. And I remember growing up listening to my dad's band who had a vinyl record, and it was always just so rich listening to this amazing record that they all, you know, poured their life into, with like these symphonies on it, and like these, like he was in this you know, kind of like a Christian version of the Eagles, but not really, you know, like kind of
That's
like
awesome.
before that, you know, it was like I like just like 4-part harmonies and stuff.
Yeah.
It was like really, really, really cool stuff. But just like listening to that as a child, just like, and then like being like, man, I want to do that one day, you know, and then get into, you know,
So that's how
of
you.
course my songs were a little different, but
But that's what got you into music.
yeah, well, yeah, man, I was
Kind of
raised,
took away the next question we were gonna
yeah,
ask.
no,
It's perfect because you just rolled into it.
yeah. Well,
So-
ask it. It's your
Yeah,
show.
your dad. No, it's perfect. We're gonna keep it rolling. What was your dad's band's name?
Song of Deliverance was their name.
That's a cool name.
Yeah,
man.
that's actually really cool.
Yeah, I wasn't around yet, but apparently they were kind of a big deal in the early 70s in the Texas Christian scene.
That's awesome.
If that's a thing. I don't know. I wasn't here, you know, but
Kind
I'm
of
sure it was.
a big thing for a while.
Yeah,
too.
no, for in the Jesus movement, it was a big thing back then. So
I do
and
wonder,
they were a big part of that. Yeah.
is any of that on streaming at all? Because I feel like it should be.
I don't think it is, man, but it probably should be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great record, man. I still have a copy. I think I made him sign it.
You should redo
If
one
I
of the
haven't, I
songs.
should.
Yeah.
We've thought about that. We've thought about it. It's, I don't know. We'll see.
It'd be cool.
That'd be
It's a possibility.
super sentimental.
It was a big enough deal that it made you want to play music.
Well,
Exactly.
man. So it was a musical
you.
family, man. There,
I'd wrap that
yeah.
back in.
There you go. So like, we used to sing all together. So I've got a brother and a sister, and then a mom and a dad, obviously. And we would sing together as a family. My dad was a preacher, so we would travel around with him. We would sing together.
That's awesome.
And my dad, it was not negotiable. Like everybody was singing, you know, like so.
You're doing this.
So I started singing at like age 3, as soon as I could actually like sing with the family, and so I learned how to sing harmonies, and so he taught me how to sing harmonies with the family, and so like is probably one of the greatest gifts that you could be given, you know, to be
Oh, yeah.
you know, shown how to perform at such a young age, even though you didn't want to do it, But yeah, it was cool stuff for sure.
So you've been performing your whole life.
Pretty much, man. Yeah.
As long as you can remember.
Yeah.
When did you book your first gig with songs you wrote?
I think I was 14, I believe.
14.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Down in Deep Ellum.
Deep Ellum.
And started off in the Christian music scene, obviously. And there was a club called The Door back then.
That's where all the Christian bands played.
Where all the Christian bands played, yeah.
And the good ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And exactly, man. And so luckily, they gave us a shot to open up for, the good bands coming through. And so it was always fun and a good experience to do that. But yeah,
I spent
I was 14 when I started hanging out in Deep Ellum, yeah. It's changed quite a bit since then.
Dude,
sure.
there were metal
sure.
bands that played at the Door. You remember that?
There was lots of
I've been to
metal
plenty of
bands
shows
that
there.
played.
It's like Christian metal.
And this is way
yeah.
before they bought the Gypsy Tea Room location.
Oh, I remember the old location.
The old location was way down on the other
Gypsy
side.
Tea Room. Yes.
Yeah, and so that was Gypsy Tea Room was still running, and so the Door was way back, but
I used to go to those shows.
That was
I lived
1990,
down there.
Every time we interview somebody, I remember that I'm the youngest person in the room.
96, 97, something
I was
like
born in '97.
Yeah.
But the old
Checks out.
The old door. The old Door didn't even have. I don't think they served booze.
No.
they didn't.
I mean, it was straight.
They
up,
didn't for a while, but I think they did eventually. Yeah.
Really?
Made a change.
For certain shows, I think they would bring it in.
That's probably because they were known as a Christian club.
It's been a while. I think that's what it
It's
was.
probably why it failed. People started boycotting. They're like, "You're serving booze."
The Gypsy Tea
Oh,
Room.
dude, no, it was a thing. I do remember it being a thing so then they opened up the Prophet Bar, which was the Gypsy Tea Room, and then they had the ballroom.
Yes.
And the bar was now a functioning bar, and it was a thing for a lot of the bands. We're
No
not
way
playing
you're
there.
doing
Yeah,
this.
it's
But secretly, they were like, "Beer's on our rider," or booze.
oh,
A lot of those guys.
who knows?
I
Probably.
had a buddy that was working for. He was
Allegedly.
he was a tour manager for a fairly large Christian-ish band, right? And he was telling me all the shenanigans that went on behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
Of
Of
this
course.
Christian-ish band.
Yeah.
And
Allegedly.
I asked him. I said, but aren't they a Christian band? And he goes, "Aren't they all kind of Christian?"
Yeah.
Which I appreciated.
Yeah, there's
Creed. It's like Creed.
Yeah.
It's funny you talk about that. The Prophet Bar, the Gypsy Tea Room, I was down there watching a Christian show, and I was young. I was probably 18, 19. I think it was Luna Halo was the band.
I loved that band.
And,
I remember that band. They were great. Yeah.
Yeah, I love those guys. But when they got off stage, I was real young, so I hadn't drank nothing yet. But when they got off stage, I was so excited to be there. But then they were drinking beer, and I was like, "Oh, we can drink beer?
This is what we're doing now.
Cool." No, yeah.
Oh, so you learned it from them, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
On your
Yeah,
next
no.
episode of Church Camp Confessions.
You know when you're young, yeah.
What is going on
Yeah,
here?
exactly.
No, and getting to play with a lot of those bands and opening for Luna Halo and for
You opened for Luna Halo?
yeah, man, back in
that's
the day.
awesome.
Yeah, that was at the Door. Yeah. You got to see that they were real people, and
Oh, yeah.
and they were not just
Well, they were genuine, man.
yeah,
They-
you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and they sometimes that was good and sometimes that was not so good,
yeah.
but it was such a great learning experience, man, for sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it's okay to drink beer, I guess. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've had a couple.
Don't tell church that.
Allegedly.
If you want.
Church.
Well,
If
that's
you
part
want
of
to.
maturity. You grow up when you're young, you think everything's bad, But
So we'll
That's how I
talk
learned.
about original music.
Yeah, let's jump back to that.
We'll talk about original music
What
for a minute.
podcast is this again?
sorry, we went spiritual.
Yeah, we've
We
brought
can
you
definitely
here.
do spiritual stuff.
We've brought you into the woods to
Yeah.
talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus
Okay.
Christ, is what we've come to talk about.
That's the
All
most
right.
righteous gemstones.
We can
thing
do
I've
that,
ever heard.
man. We can do that. What do you? Let's
You
do
want to
it.
make a crowd, and I've done that before, just to test it, and immediately you see everybody just kind of like,
yeah.
Oh, where are
Quick,
we?
right? Especially here in Texas.
that's
man.
a good like barometer.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, you go other places, and it's actually pretty eye opening how not religious people are, in how open they are about certain things, and you're just kind of like, it's a little shocking because here it's still pretty conservative as far as what you're seeing. You know, like sure, culture's degrading horribly, but but you know what I mean. Like it's but just how like openly honest people are about things, because like the people are probably still doing the same thing here. They're just not honest about it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are weird. You never know who you're going to run into at the
God
gas
People
station.
are weird.
You don't.
Welcome to the People Are Weird podcast.
Yes.
So there was a moment, and I loved, and I took so much inspiration from it, where you had done a set that was like a 3-hour set, and at some point you just kind of went, you know what? I'm not doing a bunch of covers tonight. I'm going to play my own songs. And I can't remember if I talked to you about this, but you posted it on Facebook or something, and you were like, I got hired to do this set for 3 hours. They expected a bunch of covers, but they got a bunch of originals, and nobody complained. And so I kind of started.
This was fairly recent.
Yeah, it was when you said that, I kind of went, you know what, that's right. And so I got to this point where in those long sets, I started doing far more originals just to kind of gauge the crowd, because you're always going to be at your best when you're performing something that you love and that you dig.
For sure.
You know? And so it changed my perspective on those gigs, but it came from, you know.
Yeah,
whenever
that was
you
a
posted
couple of years ago. I think it was up in Denton for a benefit, and it wasn't like communicated that they wanted a bunch of covers, but all the bands there were cover bands, right? But then I was like right in the end of it, and I was like, do I do what they all did? And I was like, I don't want to do that tonight, you know? And I was just decided, I was like, screw it, man. Let's play all original stuff, and if they like it,
How long of a set was it?
awesome. If not, you know, sorry. You know, like, I guess I won't see you guys again. You
And
know?
I think those are the moments, those like that save you from burnout, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, as a musician, most of us, I can't speak for all of us, but I would say most of us, like, our goal is to play our own music, you know? Like, we want people to know the music that we play, you know? We all have different intentions for that, you know? But I would say, regardless of the intention, the outcome is people knowing your music, you know?
Yeah.
And so the only way to do that is to play it for people, you know? And like, you can get so stuck in playing and just doing it as a job, you know, and like playing
Crowd pleasing.
and playing other people's stuff, you know? And like, and it's not just in the lower levels of performance either, or like the local, like there's a lot of national bands that I've seen and even opened for, where over half their set is cover songs. And it was kind of weird, you know? And I'm like, man, all these people paid so much money to come hear your music. And like, you played like 6 songs in 2 hours that were yours, you know? And I just thought that was, I don't know. It's way more prevalent than we realize that, you know, I don't know if we're afraid to play our own songs, you know, because we want people to like them so bad. And usually people, especially when you're in the more, the 3-hour gigs, you know, as you know, it's hard to get people engaged for that long, you know. They didn't pay to come see you, you know, they're there for other reasons. And so
I think it depends on the venue too.
it for sure, it depends on the venue, depends on a lot of things for sure. So, but yeah, man, you gotta, I think the most important thing is you gotta read the room, you know?
Yeah.
If you're playing at Buffalo Wild Wings, like they, you know, like
Yeah.
probably throw some covers in there. They're gonna start throwing stuff at you, you know.
Yeah.
But if you're playing a benefit, you know, where the people are there and they're engaged and they're listening, you know, and it's like it's more of an intimate thing, then take advantage of that, you know, play your own music, because people do want to hear it, you know. And
Absolutely.
actually you get a lot more requests for original tunes than you would think, you know. A lot of people will come up and be like, "Hey, let's hear some of your stuff." Or they'll read your name and like you did, like you're like, "Hey man, I was listening to this song when I found out you were coming on this podcast." And so some people were like, "Hey, I heard this song. Will you play this one song?" And it's like, "Wow, you heard that song? Like, I didn't think anybody ever listened to this song, you know?" And so I think those are the cool moments that keep you going, you know, for sure.
You're touching on something that it's not untapped, but when people are out and about listening to live music, the people that are keeping live music and singer-songwriters alive are the ones that are going to be eating their dinner waiting for that original artist to play original songs. And they're like there for it. You don't even realize it. There'll be like 20 people out there like, play that stupid cover that's number one right now that everybody wants to hear, that I hear every weekend. And there'll be like a handful out there that are listening for when you start playing your original. And I love that. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah, that's like every time you play somewhere where everybody shuts the fuck up and listens to what you're playing.
Well, I mean, isn't that what we're all trying to do?
No,
You like that
exactly.
feeling when the air leaves the room and they're listening to what you created, what came from your heart.
Right.
It is a cool thing too, you know, like to that point, you know, when you're doing those kind of sets and you're playing cover songs and then you play a song that's one of yours and people don't recognize it, because a lot of times people will come up and be like, "Who sings that?"
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Or they'll be like, "Was that so-and-so that sings that song?" You're like, "No, I wrote that." They're like, "You wrote that song?"
I
Like,
do love that
That
response.
one's good.
You wrote that?
Dude, and my favorite thing ever is like 90% of my friends are musicians. Half the people, everybody in this room, a lot of my friends are musicians.
I'm the
Shit, like-
10%.
Yeah, he's the only one here that's not a musician, just like me. But like, I'll be out somewhere watching one of my friends play, and they'll play an original, and everybody in the bar shuts the fuck up while they play like their favorite original that they ever played, and the whole room's silent.
Yeah, man.
That's so fucking cool.
There's two things that I love the most is when the room gets really quiet, and secondly, but equally, when the dance floor fills up full of people.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know, and if it's a song that you wrote, man, it's like I love turning the most random places into a dance hall. Like I think that's like the funniest thing to me. You know, like dude at a Buffalo Wild Wings. You know,
You play an original and
music's-
everybody's just getting it.
Your
I
music's
haven't
kinda
played at a
easy.
Buffalo Wild Wings
Yet.
How do you like it
We're
when
gonna
people
book it.
when people come up and they ask or they tell you the sound's too loud, you know?
Oh man,
Turn it up.
You got to fix that, you know?
So I have a story about that.
Oh, I know. I've heard it.
I haven't heard it. Let's hear it.
So we were playing, I think it was Oktoberfest or something like that. We're in downtown Fort Worth, and
Mind you, there is a sound guy.
oh, mind you, no, we're this is a legit gig. Like I didn't even have to bring PA to this one.
Oh, so
Like,
it's not
there's-
your fault.
Oh, are you gonna listen to the story or are you gonna?
Damn.
No, I'm just kidding. He's been so kind this whole time. I'm taking my aggression from him out on you. I apologize.
No, keep it coming.
So
Yeah, stop.
No,
fucking-
I think
stop talking when
honestly
Jody King's
content, right?
honestly, man, this story gets me like geeked up. So I think that's what just happened, man. So okay, so we're at
I'm not the
Oktoberfest. This lady comes up straight up, like makes a beeline straight to the stage, and she's like screaming at me. And I've got in-ears in my ear, and I'm like, I can't hear what you're saying, you know. And so I was like, I can't hear you. And she's, you know, screaming at me, and I'm assuming she's saying, you know, you're too loud, right? So I pop an ear out, and she's like, you know, you're too damn loud, you're too damn loud. And I was like, the sound guy's right there. Sound guy's right there. I'm not talking to you. The sound guy's right there. And she was, you know, she was like, hey, and I said, ma'am, I'm at work right now. I don't have time to talk to you. If you have something to say, the sound guy's right there. I was like, I can't, like, I literally have no control over what you're hearing other than just not sucking, you know, like I can't control this. And she starts cussing me out, man. And like, and I'm just like, all right, whatever, you know? So then she comes back up after she goes to the sound guy, and he's like, I'm not turning it down just for you. Like, this is a big venue, and it's really not, and it really wasn't that loud, you know, like everybody was having a good time. And she comes back up to the stage, and I just said, like, I stopped playing, and I said, I was like, why don't we all, everybody, let's put our hands together for this lady. I was like, what a classy example of how we're supposed to be. Come on, let's give it up for this lady. And she turned around and she's like, puts her hands up like this. And I turned
Like
around.
it was lost.
No,
on her.
I turned around, looked at the band. I was like, I don't know what to do, man.
She has no idea what's going on at this
We
point.
just kept playing, man. So-
Her name was actually Karen, by the way.
Are you
yeah,
serious?
Karen. They always are Karen, man.
I don't know. I can't remember where I heard that, but I think that you told me that story.
You know what's funny is I've met a lot of really nice Karens, and I feel bad for them, man. Like what a horrible. I mean, the name Mike is the most common dude name in the history of the world. So like, but Karen, oof, like that. Would you change your name if your name was Karen?
Well,
I know somebody that had
you're asking the wrong person, and I'm going to give
it was
you.
by K.
I'm gonna give you the reason why.
I used to work for a Karen. She fit the stereotype pretty perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not the thing we avoid
He's so nice.
a lot of things on this podcast, but first of all, Brandon is a very common name in the 80s, right? So
Brandon
we were born a year apart. I'm 83, by the way.
You're 83
So-
years old.
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure my mom saw my name on like a soap opera or something and named me that. So very common name, like Mike. But on top of that, and that I couldn't go anywhere, and still to this day, it happens fairly regularly. The "Let's Go Brandon"
Oh, yeah. I didn't
constantly.
thought about that.
I had a neighbor,
But that's a new development.
dude. It's new, but it was nonstop for a moment. And I had a neighbor that does not know me,
Let's go,
really
Brandon.
doesn't really know
Oh
me.
no.
And for Christmas, mind you, we do not exchange gifts, right? But he walked over just proud,
Just smiling.
and he brought me this extra large "Let's Go Brandon" shirt, and I was like, I'm never gonna wear this, homie.
You should really throw that in the merch game.
Now you have to wear it
Let's
on
go,
one of
Brandon.
those.
Dude,
Do you still have
wear
it?
Let's go, Brandon
still have the
Kelly
shirt?
I will never. I'll just,
Do you still have
We
the
are
shirt?
starting that. Let's
you have
go,
it? Do you have
Brandon
it still?
Kelly's.
Do you have it?
Yeah, well, okay, I'll paint Callie's underneath it. Let's go,
Yeah.
Brandon Callie's.
Yeah.
That's what I said. Just use it to your advantage.
You still have it.
I honestly don't know. I haven't seen it in forever. So reality is that I probably don't have it. I probably went
At church camp.
trash.
So let's talk about politics. I'm just kidding.
No.
Oh, we've done that before.
Oh God, let's
We had
not.
a
Let's
2-hour
not.
interview that we only ended up with 30 minutes with
I think
afterwards.
I'm probably not the guy. Probably not the guy you guys want to talk to about all that. But
You're my guy. I know it.
oh.
I know it.
So let's circle back to the music. When
So
it's time
yeah.
to write a song. When it's time to write a song, where are you usually sitting down doing that?
Watching CNN.
Man, songwriting is a weird thing for me. So like every songwriter has their own way of doing it, I've kind of evolved through the years. Like you can be really intentional and sit down and like craft a song. My friend Summer Dean she's like one of the most amazing songwriters I've ever gotten to work with, and we wrote a song on Bakersfield, Texas together, but watching the way that she wrote like blew my mind, because I'd never seen anybody write like that. And so like she's like writing intentionally as fast as she could, but like focused on an idea, and focused on lyrics and ideas, and she'll write it down and then like sing it and then come up with another word and cross it out and sing it. And it was just like, before I knew it, this whole song was finished, and I was like, what the hell just happened, and that was a really fun experience. For me, I usually start with a melody in my head, and it usually happens when I'm driving, or something like that, or like taking a walk or something like that. I'll just come up with a hook or a line or something like that, and then I'll get an idea for a song, and then I'll come home, and then I'll sit down on my couch and just kind of workshop it, man.
Play it out.
Play it out, play with an idea. Usually I mean, and each one's different, man. Each one, it might be the chorus, and then I've written songs like Part-Time Lover. I wrote that in one night, like, boom, quick, easy. And then other songs, this new song that we listened to earlier when I first got here, called Wild Bird, took me over a year to finish that song, you know. And it just depends on where it's coming from, you know. Like that one's really personal to me. And so it just, you know, it was like just taking the Band-Aid off as slowly as I could, you know. Like you can either rip it off or you can just kind of work with it, you know. And so it just depends, man. It just depends. But it's usually on the couch, or if I'm on vacations, a lot of time, like something will get stuck in my head, you know, and I just have to pull out the phone and I'll sing the melody, or I'll, you know, if I can find a guitar somewhere, if I don't have one, I'll, you know, just get it done that way so I don't lose it, you know. I've got probably 50 memos on the phone that I've, you know.
Oh, yeah.
That every songwriter, I think, does. And I think every songwriter goes back through their phone and they go, what was that?
This is shit.
So you've done it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But speaking of
This should
guitars,
be a game at some point
Right?
where we all just pull out our phones and randomly pick one and go,
Do you ever listen to one and like laugh?
Yeah, of course.
Go,
Buckles out
"God,
Well,
what was
and
it?"
now that I don't drink to excess, I'll listen back to the ones where I used to drink to excess, you know.
your hand, you're like, this
oh
is gold.
man,
Yeah.
and it's like, what was I thinking with that? Like that's not good, you know.
all I can
and
picture.
or you don't even remember recording it or something like that, you know, and you're like, oh my god, that's amazing.
Have you ever
know?
seen that skit with, it's Will Ferrell as Satan on SNL?
Yes,
Dude, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
I know what
So,
you're talking about.
so when he's like just drilling in all those like terrible songs, Mr. Robotron,
Yeah.
like that's what I think of when I think of like drunk folks that have recorded songs that this could be a hit.
Oh,
Just like
yeah.
the
This is
worst
the one.
Oh, yeah.
the worst Devo song you ever heard in your life, you know?
For sure. Yeah. What I love is the guys that, and I just saw a fellow musician from Dallas, I think it was MZ Robinson, he posted this today. It's this picture of him standing outside this club, and this guy's holding his phone up to MZ's ear. And he tells this whole story about how this drunk guy is like telling him how he's a producer and he wants to like produce music for him. And he's like, here, listen to these demos. And he's like, please learn. Don't be this guy.
Yeah.
Like, don't be this guy.
How did he get that picture, by the way?
One of his friends walked up and took a picture
That's
of him.
hilarious,
Yeah,
dude.
It's great. But yeah, you get a lot of that too, man. Like people like, hey man, that was a great set. Will you listen to this demo? And it's like, dude, first of all, I have zero influence in the music industry,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like
What do you want me to
whatsoever.
do for
Like,
you?
yeah, like, I mean,
call Brandon Kelly's.
like,
Nor is
yeah,
this-
exactly.
nor is
I've
this
been
the
that
place
I've been
or
that guy
time.
before. After somebody plays a badass, I'm like, dude, you gotta get on our podcast.
How do you respond to that?
Check our podcast out right now.
Checks out.
You respond.
well,
you
you're here.
respond
You're
to
here.
it.
You're here.
You respond to it by just going, okay. And probably that guy's face said it all. That's what we've all done, is we've all gone, okay.
Okay.
And you just sit there and you listen to it and you like, after 20 seconds, you try to go, oh yeah, cool. And you back off and you try to like,
Hit him with like 4
You
or
know,
5 hell yes.
I
Disconnect.
I personally attract a lot of rappers. Like rappers come up to me and they're like, hey man, you look like a musician. I'm like, yeah, I am. And they're like, you want to listen to some music? I'm like, yeah, let's hear it, you know? And it's like, I don't know what it is about me that attracts the rappers, but I get a lot of rappers.
That's really what Corey
it's
was
all the
trying
chains
at the gas
you have.
station.
Yeah, I was hoping you were
the
talking about
chains.
rap.
Yeah.
Corey was trying to get you to listen to his mixtape at the gas station.
That's what it was.
Coming
Corey
from the one
looks
that's
like he
actually
has a
fucking done
mixtape.
rap songs.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It'll be
Said
all right.
something about guitars earlier.
Simmer
The
down.
guitar you said you've had since you were how old?
18, man. Got this
Clean
guitar when I
ass
was-
Gibson that you're playing?
Yeah, man. It's been through a lot. I always say,
Let us see it. Real quick.
More than Corey?
Yeah, it's older. Okay. Sorry, I'm fucking 27. Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah, I always say
I'm not that young anymore.
it's the only woman that never left, you know. She's a JXT 100.
Show us that strap.
Yeah, the strap is cool as shit.
I feel like there's a story.
Yeah, man. My dad actually had this strap made for me from a guy he knows that does leather work, and it's got. We did Bakersfield, Texas, he gave me this, and it's got
lyrics.
It's got the track list to Bakersfield, Texas in it, and then it's got lyrics to a couple songs.
That's
on it there.
Cool as shit.
And it's got the album cover artwork kind of engraved into it, and then
awesome.
Just in case I forgot how full of myself I was, there's another picture of myself on the strap there. So, anyway, there's a lot going on there, man.
Yeah, it's cool as shit.
I didn't use it for a long time. I was like, man, it's so gaudy. Like, I don't want to wear this strap.
Gaudy's that's the way to go, man.
And then like somebody was like, they were like, I think I used the word showy, and they're like, well, aren't you in show business though? And I was like, all right, I guess I'll start using the strap then.
Fair enough. Yeah, the leather work's incredible too. Just looking at it from here,
It's a cool strap.
And
that's a lot of fucking detail.
I do like that it's not like so. Most people just have their names written on a leather strap, which it's rad
Right.
that you don't. I like that you've got kind
picture
of
of
a
himself.
collection of
Yes. It's,
Portrait of himself.
If you can't read, there's a picture of myself, just in case.
Martin and
For those who
Jeremy were trying
forgot.
to ignore you.
But
I'm going to be the next Karen. I'm going to be like, hey, listen, that picture of yourself is a lot.
Yeah. I'd be.
Can
like,
you turn that
I
down?
would be like, you're right. It's a lot. It's a lot.
but I get what you're saying. There is like,
I'll be like,
instead of
it's
just
from a
having his
different
name-
time period in my life. I've changed a lot since then. You got to understand. You get it.
I do.
But yeah, instead of having his name real fucking big on it, like they gotta actually look at it. So I mean,
I know. I love
yeah, fair enough. It's cool as shit.
I'm not
So,
taking advice from a
guitar-
guy in that.
When does Joe Rogan get here?
it. You got to get like 15 minutes, but we're going to be done by then. So I hate to say you're not going to meet him. And he also, in his writer, said that we have to kick you out before he gets here.
Okay. I thought this was the Joe Rogan podcast. That's my bad. That's that's on me. I take responsibility for that one. It's all good.
So anybody want to shout out or recommend come on this show?
Shout outs. Man, somebody that's really making some waves who I'm super proud of. Well, I guess two guys that are really doing pretty good stuff right now. Cash Buyers. Have you guys heard Cash Buyers?
Dude, I did
yet?
artwork for him recently.
Yeah.
I've done 2 posters for him.
Yeah, I think I
Oh,
sent him
fucking
your
course
way.
you have.
Yeah. He was
Yeah.
on The Voice or something. recently.
Something American Idol.
Yeah, American
American
Idol.
Idol.
Yeah.
American Idol.
But Cash is he's got just a fantastic voice, man, and a really like a presence that a lot of guys just don't have. And like when he walks on stage and starts singing, you're like, okay, who's this guy? You know, really nice guy too. You know, and super pro for for as young as he is. I'm not exactly sure his age, but I know he's kind of a younger dude, but always a pleasure to work with him. And then another dude, Alex Aguilar. Do you guys know him? Yeah, he's one of those guys that's just like hustling, man, just like grinding, but like taking really big leaps. Like every time he takes a step, it's not a small one, So
One small step for man.
yeah, one small step for Morgan Wall.
Fuck you.
And Morgan, if you ever hear this, we're not talking about you
I am.
particularly.
I am.
I'm gonna DM.
Corey's the problem.
It's
I'm gonna DM.
It's no. It's the
Yes, I'm the
proverbial
problem.
Morgan,
And
not
we
the
all
real one.
We all
I don't want
believe-
any chairs flying at me.
If I had a chair back here,
I'm not a fighter, bro.
And we
I'm not a
truly
fighter.
believe that Morgan Wallen's going to make it one day. We truly believe that.
one day.
Yeah.
One day he'll. Yeah. Man, no. You know what though? I will say this, man.
Getting serious.
Well, yeah, you got to be serious sometimes. I will say this, man. Like anybody that can sell out arenas, whatever you're doing, like kudos to you, man. Like that's like, you know, the dude gets a lot of shit thrown at him, like not physically, but like, well, I'm sure he gets shit thrown at him physically too, but
Throws a lot of shit too.
But he does throw shit. Everybody's throwing shit these days.
Throwing stolen more than one way.
But, you know, man, like personally, I'm not a fan of his music. It's just not really my thing, you know. But hell, he makes a whole lot more money than I make, so he's doing something right, you know.
enough.
So like,
Fair
we
enough.
can't be hating on him too hard, bro. Like, I mean, sure, the throwing stuff, but
We can.
you know. But I mean, like that's the thing is like you get to choose your own adventure, man. Like if you want to play that game of Nashville music, like go to Nashville and do it and write a song with 6 people in the room, you know, like
I've never been a big fan of that.
I'm personally not either, you know, like I'm more of an old school kind of an organic songwriter kind of guy, you know.
Everything's sentimental to me, like songwriting.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's just a different school of thought, you know.
Yeah.
Like that
Texas versus
whole
Nashville is so different, though.
Well, they're two totally different industries, really.
Oh yeah.
The Nashville industry is all about making money, and that's what it is. Like you can't expect.
That's why they
get
6-8 writers in a room.
Exactly.
For that purpose, because their mindset is the more people in a room,
right? And they're making
content,
they're making
you know?
polished products.
Yeah.
It's not like
The
it's
approach
like
is different.
it's not like it's totally amateur shit. Like it is professional level good thing if that's what you like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the thing is like I always try to explain it this way: is that it really is a numbers game. They are broadcasting to small town America, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you're touching these markets, it's a numbers game. You're going to make so much money, and so you have to make a product that's palatable to small town America, right?
Right.
And they've figured out how to do that. There's formulas to do. I mean, it started a long time ago, you know.
Yeah, it's just really hard to find an artist that resonates with people when you're doing that, though. And that when you've got 8 people in a room, whatever,
Right.
they're writing songs.
It is and it isn't.
lot
You
more-
know, like
when you have that many
but
people
somebody
writing
somebody like Luke Combs, for some reason, like he really hits with people. Another one is Chris Stapleton. Like Chris has written on.
Dude, his songwriting though.
But he's been
Some
in
of the
but he's been in Nashville for 25 years, man.
Chris
like
is very open, though. Like
some of his songwriting,
you know,
is just
about
it is
he's
songwriting
amazing.
in general.
Like he's amazing. But what I'm saying is like he's a rarity in that whole that whole thing.
Okay,
you know
yeah,
what
for
I
sure,
mean?
for sure.
Is like he's so good and he's so kind of almost transcendent, you know, what he's doing. But he's such a good songwriter that he can do both. Like he can write the songs that are for, you know, driving down the dirt road with your tailgate open and your beer can chicken.
I know when I hear
You know what I mean? Like,
songs that he wrote,
whatever.
Or
that
he can
Luke-
flip around and write the songs and make you want to rip your fucking heart out.
Exactly. And I think Luke Combs is kind of the same way, you know, like
That guy is something very special, but I think that, you know, it's the way that I think AI is never going to take over music is because he's a personality. And I think you buy into that personality more than
Right.
his music.
You do.
He's got a great voice. But the reason people are really stoked about Luke Combs is those songs, but also who he is as
Right.
an individual.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
right. He's not your typical skinny jean wearing dude, you know, pretty boy. He's got a little grit to him, you know, and but with that, he's such a talented songwriter that there's something special there, you know. So I think those are the gems that come out of Nashville, you know, from that side of the music industry. You know, and it is what it is. Like, I don't think you know, like I said, that's just all started by giving Morgan Wallen shit, you know. But
Sparked a great conversation.
I think I think you got to just give people props because they chose to play a different game than you, you know? Like,
Yeah.
that is what it is, you know?
I don't play the
everybody's-
Nashville game, but I still love going to Nashville and taking it in.
For sure.
You know, like in the venues and the whole process.
Yeah, and I have a lot of friends in Nashville, and
Right.
like I've got nothing but love for them, man.
Yeah.
Like that's
It's still a craft.
like, man, you're living your dream, you know. Like that's what you wanted to do, and you're doing it. So like,
right.
if anybody that hates on that is
Yeah.
just a hater who hates their life
And you're
themselves.
right.
You know what I mean?
It
Like,
really
yeah.
is. It's the trajectory of whatever that person wants to do.
yeah, it's choose your
Right.
own adventure,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, for sure.
And if you
I like
figure
that.
if you figure it out, you figured it the fuck out.
When I first started in country music, man, I only set really one goal for myself.
Yeah.
And it was like I don't care about being famous. I don't want that. All I really want to do is just kind of make a dent in this moment in musical, history, looking back. When people look back on Texas country music, I just want to make a dent, you know what I mean? To where
Yeah.
people are like, yeah, I remember that song,
Yeah.
And
Like if you had something to say, you want people to fucking hear it.
yeah, well, you want to make an impact, like it's not about fame and sure, money's great, but that goes away too, like, so like for me, my goals have just been about like leaving something that is going to last longer than me. you
And
know?
I love
Right.
that. And I know we're trying to wrap up, but that's a point that I love so much. And my thing that I've always valued about you is that integrity is very key to you. Like the last EP shows it. I love that. And going back to the vinyl thing, that's
Yeah, that shit's
something
cool as shit.
you discovered your dad's vinyl record, but you've got kids, you know what I mean? So those kids one day are going to be like, well, this was my dad's record. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
How many kids do you have?
2 that I know of. Yeah.
So I have kids too. Is it hard for you, like doing the music thing and being an artist, songwriter, and chasing the dream? Is it?
Oh man, well, yeah, that's a really complicated question, but to be short, yeah, it's
I feel you.
complicated, especially sharing custody with them, so I don't have them full time.
Right.
So like I have to be very intentional with spending time with them. So I have them every other weekend, and we have holidays, and I get them for a month in the summer, so that's cool too, man. But
That's cool.
as far as like touring long term, like that's just never been in the cards for me, because I got to come home and be dad, because I'm a single dad,
Oh yeah.
so like I'll go for a week, and then I got to come back. Or if I can switch a day, sometimes the longest I could really go is for 10 days, 13 days or something like that. And then come back and then make up the time that the couple days that I miss. But I made it a choice to make them a priority, like,
100%.
Absolutely.
if I was trying to play a different game than I am, then it may look a little different, but it's worked out, but yeah, I try not to gig a lot when they're with me too, like,
Yeah.
but they have grown up.
Do they ever
coming
go to the shows with you?
all the time? Yeah.
Do they like it?
appreciate
They
it?
love it, man.
Mine do too.
That's my dad.
Well, I've been taking them since they were really little. And now that they're getting a little bit older, they don't come to every single one, but yeah, they come and they hang out, man. They've seen a lot of green rooms, and I think I used to bring them up on stage. My son would play harmonica, and my daughter would dance and sing along with me and
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
But I don't make them do that anymore, because I'm like, if you don't want to do it, But she's learning how to play guitar. My son is.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
you just smile real big when they do it too, don't you?
It's passive.
Oh yeah,
That
man.
does feel good.
It's great watching them just figure it out. My son is like, it's crazy. He just he learned a song one day. He's like, he came in the room and he starts playing this guitar, and I was like, you don't play guitar. Like, when did you? How did you figure that out? He was like, I was watching this YouTube video and I just did it for an hour until it sounded right, and I was like, that's what I'm talking about.
You're like, here we go.
Like,
Here we go.
That he's got it. He's got it. So if he wants to do it, man, he could do it for sure.
Oh yeah,
For
man.
sure. Yeah.
So you said you're writing more, you're producing more, and everything. You about to drop some more stuff?
Working on a single right now. Yeah, man, with J. Michael Smith, Sunland Sound.
Bad motherfucker.
Yeah, we've got about 60% or so done on a song. We got to do some vocals and a couple more layer in and some instruments. But yeah, that's the song that took me about a year to finish. It's called Wild Bird, and it's a good one, man. I'm excited to get that one wrapped up.
Absolutely.
And I'm actually working on a new project, kind of a new band. Doesn't even have a name yet, but it's really instrumental focused. Not that there won't be vocals, but it's more focused on healing and like meditation music.
Really?
So yeah, it's going to be more like ambient, music that you can kind of just get your shit back together,
I might need that.
or take you on a musical journey. We're really excited, man. We've got
J. Michael recording that?
I haven't decided on which studio we're to work on that
Okay.
with.
Ambience,
But,
that's his thing, man.
That is.
He's so great. He makes it sound so full.
The sauce, man.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I've got some really good players on that too. Some really creative guys. So I don't know, man. I just wanted to do something totally different. I'm still gonna play country music because it's
Part of you.
It's part of me,
Yeah.
and it pays my bills. So hey, man, I'll do
Yeah.
this till the day I die. Like it's taken me around the world, and I love it for sure. And so I definitely never want to give it up. But I just wanted to make something new, make something weird.
Oh yeah.
I
You
like
know?
that.
For sure. I appreciate you guys having me on today.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. For sure.
Mike, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Mucho gusto.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to everything you got coming. This was a really cool interview.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Truth, Tall Tales, and Whiskey.